yes, very exciting. Lovely. We've got loads of stuff coming up today on Real World Magic, so check it out. It's really going to be awesome. Real or fake and loads of stuff. Did I just crash the music? I tried not to. So today we've got Real or Fake, a real ghost story and an unboxing, plus I'm wearing my robe. What's not to like? Yeah, so today we have Real or Fake, we've got an unboxing, and we've got some questions answered, plus a ghost story. So hang around. Do you like my robe? It may be hot in Texas, but are you wearing a robe? It's pretty hot here too. I'm kind of tempted just to not do the music anymore. I should probably do the music. Right, let's play some music. Actually, let's play some sound effects. That's nice. No, I am going to wait for this. But if I start playing some music, then it's just going to be rubbish. So this is kind of the unofficial. It's like an after party, but before. So that's me. There's a creaking noise and doors closing. Start it. No, I don't want. I'm going to make you wait. I could do this. No, that's rubbish. let's not do that. Hold on. Let's try this.
Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary unicorns, please put your hands and hooves together for the man of the magic, Neil Trigger.
Hello! Right, yeah, sorry, I know you probably couldn't have heard that last bit. There was a little bit of a wobble with the microphone. Sorry about that. Hi, can you hear me now? Hopefully you can. Or really, gosh, that seems like so long ago now. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but you guys are really going for it, and I love that. So you carry on. I'll just I'll do the show in the meantime, hopefully. Pardon me. Pushing your inner energy power into one place makes it stronger. I like that. Cool. We're going to be going into a little bit of that in a little bit as well. So you guys carry on. Seriously, I really don't mind. And I'll try and keep up. I just do want to pop over to chat for a second just to say hello to everybody because we've got a reasonable number of people in today. So I'm going to have to scroll up to the top of this and say hello to Varshitha Mangam. I think you've been on here before, so hello to you. Gandikota Mohammed Rafi. Hello. I'm really hoping I'm not murdering your names here because this is they're unusual names to me. I'm a British guy. Hello to Amy Adams. Hello to Chivalrous Tube. Hello to I've got to scroll down a little bit more. Faith Evans. Jax is Cool Inc. Laura Trigger. Obviously, she's my gorgeous wife. She's wonderful. Hello to I think that's it. No, Honey Hin. Hetet, I can never pronounce your name properly. You come in every week and I always screw it up, so I'm really sorry about that. And hello to Janet Gent. Hello to Katie Christensen. And I think I've not missed anyone. Hopefully I haven't. So if you are here and you haven't already said hello, please do say hello. There's quite a few people saying hello, and that's cool. Now, before we go any further, I do want to say the witch is back, which is brilliant. She's up here. Ba-ba! So check me out on patreon.com/realworldmagic. Also visit my website. All of the links are going to be across the top here. And you're also going to see a witch, which is brilliant because witch is brilliant. Well, that wasn't a really intended pun, but it is a pun anyway. There she is. She's a new one. She's got a facelift. So I know Kaylee was very interested in the new witch. This one's a typical witch. She's got green skin and all of that sort of stuff. Yay! I missed her as well, actually, Chivalrous Tube. That's true. Yeah. When it's just like, hey, yeah, visit my website. Press the button. It doesn't work. She's been deleted. The reason she was deleted actually was because I was trying to clean out my PC, trying to make it a bit faster, and it just didn't work. I accidentally deleted a whole load of stuff that I needed, including the camera driver. So yeah, hey ho. I really like this one. She's kind of glowing and almost radioactive, so yeah, I like her anyway. The other thing is I'm wearing a robe. I should actually do this, shouldn't I? Yeah, hello Mr. Elephant. The elephant in the room today is that I'm wearing my robe, and the reason being is it's actually the first time, because the weather's now turned, I can get out my robe and be all wizardly. Although I do have arms on this chair and these wizard sleeves keep on getting straight. Never mind. Right, we'll do what we can. So we've got 9 people watching right now, which I think is more than most days, so that's cool. Hello to everybody. If you haven't already said hello, please do say hello in the chat over there. I think Freddie's also in as well, so I'm not sure whether I've seen him yet. I'm going to see if I... You look like a wizard. That's because I am a wizard. I need one of those motion graphics things across the top, across the bottom, like I normally do in my normal videos, but my live one's a little bit more difficult. So if you haven't already, bye-bye Mr. Elephant, see you later. If you haven't already, please do like this video, click the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and ding that bell to be notified. Where's my subscribe button gone? Everything seems to be disappearing and I don't know why. It was working the other day. Oh, that's so annoying. Where's my subscribe button gone? Talk amongst yourselves. Hopefully it hasn't been deleted. Oh, maybe it has. Not happy about that. Pardon me. My friend is not let me teach him TT. Okay. Right. Let's get rid of that one. I don't quite know what you mean by that. Sorry. So yes, the other thing is that if you haven't already been to Patreon and my website and all that sort of thing, I am actually giving stuff away tomorrow for anyone who's on my list tomorrow. You're going to be getting something for free. So please do head on over to my website. Not this one, not the Patreon one. Obviously, if you want to donate and join this awesome magical crew, you can get stuff like these awesome posters. Awesome! They are awesome. And in fact, actually, I've got some here. Hopefully it won't disappear on the green screen. That's one of the posters that you can get. There are others. They're up there, but I'm not going to show you those because I don't want to flog these too hard. But they are as if they came out of a Hogwarts textbook, and they're all framed. They don't need to be framed. You can actually download them and print them yourselves. If you want more information on that, I'm sure Kaylee will be perfectly happy to drop a link to her awesome video on her channel where she actually reviewed them. So I'm going to get rid of that. On my website you can also buy a hoodie like this, the King of Farts. You can also buy a t-shirt like this, which I've actually got myself, but I can't ever wear it on the green screen because it's got green in it, and it vanishes. So other than that, yes, a big shout out before we get started to my patrons, these wonderful, wonderful, awesome, honestly, these are fantastic, brilliant, wonderful people, and I love them to death, that help me out month after month on this channel. And one of the things on this channel today is actually an unboxing which came from Chivalrous Tube, so thank you ever so much for that one, and we're going to be getting onto that in just a moment. But I think first of all, before we do any of that, I'm going to make you disappear like that, and we're going to get on to some real or fake.
Real or fake?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kaylee, whenever you want to drop that link, that's fine. I don't know whether you're actually an administrator, so I will see if I can make you an operator. Can I do that? How do I do that? I'm sure there is a way of doing it. No, I don't quite know how to do that, but I'm sure we can at some point do that, maybe. I'm doing some really funny things with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll make you an operator at some point, I'm sure, maybe, so that you can do it. If not, I'll ask my other admin people to, what do they call that? It's like an operator, administrator person. I'll ask them to just authorise the link, because I think it automatically goes into quarantine or something. So yeah, if Kaylee drops a link, authorise it. Thanks. Okay, so let's do some real or fake.
Real or fake?
I've done that title screen already, haven't I? I'm getting really hot and bothered right now. So every week we do a real or fake where we show an image a bit like this one and we say, is this one real or is this one fake? Now this one is my guideline image where I say yes, it is indeed real. It is a bat, and it's a very, very large bat called a golden crown bat. And so yes, moderator. Thank you, Chivalrous Tube, I appreciate that. And as a moderator you should know what a moderator is, but I'm also a moderator for other people's chat channels and I had no idea what it was called. So yeah, thank you for that. So ooh yay, don't know what that is, Amy Adams, sorry about that. So yes, we're going to be doing real or fake using different images. So this one today is all about zombies. Yes, so the first question I have to ask is, are zombies real? What do you reckon? Are zombies real? Say so now, please. Well, first of all, I'm going to give you an image so that you can decide whether or not zombies are real. Please put it down in the chat whether you think zombies are actually real, and we'll do a real or fake based upon it. Oh no. Yes, well here's the first picture of... No, it's not a zombie. It's actually Oh, I know. It's funny. That's actually a politician called Diane Abbott. She's kind of well known for being a bit of an idiot. That's not a zombie. No. So, are zombies real? Yes or no? What do you reckon? Well, that's a tricky question, but the short answer is yes. My husband has a genuine zombie action plan for if the day ever arrives. Well, Kaylee Christensen, maybe you are going to be able to answer my next question then. So yes, zombies are real. They were based in Haiti initially, based on the whole voodoo culture. But zombies are real, and actually it's a medical term, zombification, where you can get someone into a sort of zombified state. And the way that you do that is through a whole mixture of drugs that kind of gives them a drug-induced lobotomy. Generally it wears off, sometimes it doesn't, and if it doesn't then they're in a permanent vegetative or not vegetative, but slightly vegetative, I guess, kind of brain dead but walking. And often they would use these drugs to give them this sort of lobotomy, sometimes prolonged, and other times it would just be a one-off thing that would then send them into this state permanently, and then they could be used as slaves. So it's a real thing. Whether or not they're undead, I think that's probably a little bit too far. Magic is slowly becoming more aware from other people. Yeah, I think people are starting to kind of feel it more now, Jax. So that's cool. Right. So yes, Diana Abbott is not a zombie, as far as we know. Yeah, but yeah, zombies themselves are real. The undead, I would say, are probably not. So, next question: is this true? Or is this not? Is this, in short,
Real or fake?
so is this real or fake? Oh, I pressed it by accident, sorry. So yes, is this real or fake? The Hyundai Tucson has actually released a zombie survival kit. What do you reckon, Kaylee Christensen? What do you reckon Anthony would say to that? This isn't actually a picture of... yeah. Is this real or is this fake? Not necessarily this picture, but is there a zombie survival kit? It may not necessarily look like that, and what do you reckon? Kaylee says it's real, I think. I don't know whether this one in particular is real. But shall we move on to this one? Is this one real or is this one fake? And is it deliberately a zombie survival car, or is it just some sort of militarized car? What do you reckon? Oh, I got a new subscriber. How exciting. No, it's not funny. It's not funny. It should be more like... so what do you reckon about this? Shush! What do you reckon about the Hyundai Tucson Zombie Edition? Is this one real or is this one fake? Place your bets now, please. In fact, I should just go... Ooh, where is it? Yeah, so I should be able to say, is this one...
Real or fake?
This one looks like two pictures smushed together. Yeah, you know, it kind of does. I totally get where you're coming from with this one. But however, this one... Sorry, I should probably say... Oh, no, wrong one. That one, and... This one is definitely... fake. Sorry. However... Oh, come on, disappear. What's going on here? Come on. Vanish. Go away. What? Right. I did test this, I promise. I don't quite know why that's not working. Fake. Bye-bye. Okay, so what about this one then? Is this one real or fake? Seems a bit too bizarre not to be true. Well, it is actually.
Really?
Yes, it is. It is actually really real. Oh, for goodness sake, go away. I thought I programmed it to vanish, but obviously not. So yes, this one is actually really real. which is pretty cool. And here is the zombie survival kit for the Hyundai Tucson Zombie Walking Dead edition. Now, I think this is the main reason for this is because I don't know whether anyone knows, but The Walking Dead is now coming to an end in DC Comics, and so they actually announced what this is and where the virus came from. It's actually an alien spore which came into someone's ear, which started the whole pandemic, apparently. But yes, the pandemic is a bit of a scary thing, really. But yes, that is the zombie survival kit, and I think I've got another. No, I don't. Yeah, this is the zombie survival kit, and it's got fresh water. It's got gauze and medical stuff, medical supplies, and all of that sort of thing. And I think there's some food as well in there. So yeah, you can actually get a special car. Now, I've got a Hyundai Tucson myself fairly recently, and I kind of wish that we'd waited and got this one, but I'm guessing it's probably a lot more expensive. So yes, that one is actually true.
Really?
Pardon me. Right, moving on. So this one is all about evil fruit. So is there such a thing as evil fruit? Is it real or fake? Oh.
Real or fake?
I should have got rid of the pumpkin first. Let's do this.
Real or fake?
So yeah, is there such a thing as evil food? What do you reckon? Hey there, everyone. Hey, Jelly Duck 100. Jelly Duck's in the house. No, we can't do that sound effect. Goodness me. We're going to need a... Yeah, big up, Jelly Duck. Whoop, whoop. Hello to you. How you doing? And welcome back to Real World Magic. So we're just doing real or fake at the moment. And we're talking about whether or not... Yeah, I know, it's cool, right? We're just talking about whether or not there is such a thing as evil fruit. This one comes from a story, and I'm going to put you out of your misery. Yes, it is true.
Really?
Oh, goodness me. That pumpkin really is quite domineering today. Can I get rid of him? Let's see. Hold the phone. Cool, where's my dungeon gone? Dungeon, right. Evil food. Evil pumpkin. Let's move that down a bit. Hopefully that'll do. Okay, so is this one real or fake? It is real.
Really?
Yeah, so... Oh no, spoilers. The evil pumpkin comes from a story where someone actually ate some evil fruit. And I'll just bring that up on my phone so I can tell you a little bit more about it. It comes from the toxic squash syndrome, and where's it gone? There it is. So it comes from the I can't ever pronounce this, which is really frustrating. I'm gonna murder this word. Curbitacins. There we go. Curbitacins, and it's the really toxic chemicals that make fruits taste bitter. And it seems like some squashes, and in particular pumpkins, courgettes, that sort of thing, are actually causing... It's almost like a jump in evolution where there's more curbitacins. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, maybe, but it's the bitter stuff in the squash that makes it taste disgusting. So that is what's causing this stuff, and it can make people go really kind of very, very ill indeed. A lot of headaches, a lot of diarrhea, and actually hallucinate as well. But not in a good way. It's not a recreational drug. Please don't eat lots of courgettes hoping that you're going to get high. That's probably a bad way of doing it. But yes, this one comes from a guy who ate a homegrown courgette. So it's not even as if it's like anyone's fault, really. It's just one of those things. Get the squits. Yeah, pretty much. I know, it's not nice. But yes, he ate some of his own courgette, and got very, very ill. He told his wife to spit it out while she had it in her mouth. She spat it out, and thankfully she was okay, but he did manage to swallow some. And it wasn't very much, it was only like a mouthful, but he was really ill for 4 days. And he was a music manager or something. So you can look it up yourself on the Daily Mail website, which is where I get all of my awesome, totally verifiable and totally real stories from. Yeah. Okay, that deserves a laugh, because, yeah, it's like a comic book, it's rubbish. But that's my opinion, of course, if you like Daily Mail, and I know some people do who are watching, and you know who you are, then, yeah, if you want to read it, that's fine. And actually, it's very good for this channel, so thank you very much. But this is a real thing. So yeah, I don't know whether they're evil or whether they're just trying to defend themselves from being eaten. Let's face it, you can't really blame them for that. So that is the evil fruit. So moving on, is this real or fake? And I know it's not magic, but it's really cool. I thought I saw it on one of my Facebook groups, and I thought, Marmite Cornetto. Now, Marmite is the yeast extract that often people put on toast for like this savoury snack. Is this real or fake? Jelly Duck says it's fake. Can I say a real or fake? Jax, you can in just a moment. I'm very interested, actually. If you type it, then I'll probably get there just in time. So that'll be quite interesting. Yes, please do. Sorry, guys, I've got a bit of a cough right now. Kaylee Christensen says, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. But is it real or is it fake? I'm sat on top of my robe. That's not good. It is disgusting, I think. But is it real or is it fake? What do you reckon? Is it real or fake?
Real or fake?
All these images are appearing above the real or fake. That's really irritating. So what do you reckon? Is it real or fake? Dun dun dun. It has to be fake, surely, says Kaylee Christensen. So this little cornetto of Marmite, or Marmite Cornetto, it's actually real. Can you believe this is actually real?
Really?
Yeah. Ugh. Now that's rank. And the reason that I know that it's real, I went on the official Wolves Cornetto ice cream Twitter account, and they said that Cornetto and Marmite, we've dubbed this concept as Marmetto, an ice cream you'll either love or hate. We're looking at you, Greg James. Greg James is a Radio 1 DJ, or he certainly was. I don't know whether he's still on Radio 1. And yeah, so it's to work out whether or not they should do this, and they've actually got a voting system in there as well. I don't know whether they've actually made it. Yeah, I know. No way, right, Jelly Duck? I mean, it's disgusting. But I think this is more for like guerrilla marketing tactics. I don't necessarily think they're going to make it, but it is an official thing, and it is from Wolves Ice Cream, who make the Cornetto. So it's kind of official, it's kind of real. Whether or not they actually end up making it, hopefully they will say no. Amy Adams thinks it's minging, so do I. Let's get this off the screen, because it's not very magic, but it is cool. I think that's cool. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't think it's very tasty though, but it's real.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I know. So
Really?
it's really real. Yeah, I think they're mad, personally. So let's go back and let's do something else, shall we? Okay. Now, before we go any further, if you haven't already clicked the like button, please do that. Please click the subscribe button, which hasn't appeared for some reason. I don't know why. It'll be back next week, I'm sure. And click that bell button to be notified of future uploads. Cool. We've got quite a few people watching today, so I'm really pleased, and thank you ever so much for watching. This is brilliant. Real or fake, is it possible to level up like in a game? That's interesting. I quite like that. I would say it's real, personally. And the reason that I think that is because I've kind of done it. I'm way, way ahead of where I was even 5 years ago. So, yeah, I think so. I think you just need a bit of a change in your mindset, a bit of change in sort of the people that you hang around with and what you're thinking and what you're trying. So I would say it's real. So, real or fake?
Real or fake?
is it possible to level up like in a game? What do you guys reckon? Jax, I guess you're kind of on my wavelength here, actually. Kaylee Christensen, Chivalrous Tube, Laura Trigger, Jelly Duck, Amy Adams, and Faith Evans, I think, is still here. What do you reckon? Is this a real thing? Your fridge is a safe point. Safe point. I like that. That's why sometimes you open and close it and you don't really know why. Well, yeah. My stepson opens it, stands there and goes. It's kind of like a scene from Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters. He sort of opens it and I'm just like, is there Zool inside there? Is there like this little dog and a bright light and what's going on there? Goes the barbarian or whatever it is. And yeah, he just sort of stands there transfixed. And I just think his eyes aren't even moving. He's not even looking what's in the fridge. He's just... Anyway, hoping that chocolate will magically appear. Yeah, maybe. He's saving, says Kaylee. It's a fair point. I got that consent from a webtoon called The Gamer. Okay, cool. But yeah, I think it is possible to level up like in a game. It's just not quite as dramatic, I suppose. It may feel dramatic to you, and you may actually know the specific point that you did it. For example, I was driving into work one time. I absolutely hated my job, like properly hated it. And I just went to... because I was selling insurance to people who didn't want it, just as a bit of backstory. And I had one of these things that was, hello, would you like something from Barclaycard? Anyway, names were switched to protect the innocent. And I absolutely hated my job, like properly hated it. I decided that on the way to work, I was going to pretty much do a hairpin bend. So I went around the roundabout and I literally just went all the way around it, 180 degrees, and drove off in the opposite direction. And on that day I went up to the university, enrolled on my course, and then 3 years later I get a first and my whole life's changed. So I do know sometimes that on some occasions you can actually pinpoint the specific moment that you made a change in your life in which you can then suddenly start levelling up. Bit of a strange terminology, levelling up, but yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. You know what? I did actually do tech support at the same time. While I was at university, I was doing tech support. It wasn't on the phone, it was in person, back when we could actually see human beings in 3D as opposed to 2D. But, So, yes. Thank you, come again. Yeah, very much so. Right, what are we doing now? Oh, yes, we are doing a ghost story. So if I press this button... I agree. I say real. Yes. So Chivalrous Tube agrees with me. I think generally you can level up, which I think is pretty cool actually. It's maybe not quite so dramatic as that, but there will be some times in your life, and look out for them or control them and make them happen. I would say make them happen. There are times when yes, you can definitely level up. Is this background noise annoying, or shall I drop it down to about here? Is that better for you guys? Let me know. Right, so yeah, we've got a ghost story. Now this one was submitted by Katie on my website. So if you are watching, Katie, thank you ever so much for submitting this. I've already told you that I'm going to be reading it, and here it is. So she said, I've had a few encounters, but most recently is a ghost living in my laundry room. Is it like this? Ooh, because that might just be a sheet. But no, I shouldn't mock. Right. It started with slamming and opening the laundry room door. That sounds terrifying. After a year, the hinges broke. I guess it kind of would. While the door was being fixed, it threw one of my candles off the wall sill in the bathroom. Oh, the windowsill, I guess. Like a wall sill? I don't know. Do people have wall sills? I guess they're kind of called shelves, aren't they? Wall sill. Maybe it's like a windowsill but without a window. That's kind of cool. In the bathroom. So they threw a candle off the wall sill. Windowsill. It does say windowsill. Why did I say wall? Mental. That's weird. different realities happening at the same time. Off the windowsill in the bathroom, into the hallway, crashing against the wall. That sounds terrifying. Once the door was fixed, it went back to slamming that. I figured it gets a bit bored sometimes if the door is pegged open, because the other day it threw a wood plate off the table out the front. At the front of the table? It threw a wood plate off a table at the front, breaking it. There was no way, I'm guessing that says no way because it's a spelling mistake, but there is no way the plate would have fallen, as it's been sitting untouched in the same spot for 2 years. Katie, that sounds terrifying. And if it's starting to get more and more violent, I would definitely do something about that. Now, I have said in previous videos that there is no way that ghosts are real, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't something that's going on that really shouldn't be. I've heard that exorcisms can definitely help, and I know that Janet Gent, if she's watching, will verify this independently. She was watching earlier. I don't know whether she's in the middle of eating her Morrison's dinner or whatever. She said she was in Morrison's. Why are you in Morrison's? Anyway, I think I know how to know when. I think I know how to know when you level up. Yeah, I think generally it's a feeling. You do definitely get that. Yeah, it's like 1% too low. 1% too low background noise. We can up it. Yeah. So, what do you guys think of that ghost story? Please do let me know. Let Katie have a bit of feedback. But I think that's personally, I think that's really bizarre and very, very interesting. So, thank you ever so much for that, Katie. I really do appreciate it. And I'll send you a link in a message in future. So hopefully you can actually see that. By which time you're watching this video, you will already know that I'm going to do that. Why did I just say that? Anyway, moving on. Let's go back to the dungeon. I can't even speak. Let's go back to the dungeon, shall we? Okay, the other thing actually that we're able to do here, while we're here, because I've got a whole load of really cool stuff that I would like to show off. And these potions here, that's the Amortentia Love Potion that I'm making. And we've got a Wolfsbane Potion, which I drew all of these things myself as well, all of the labels and stuff, and I made these myself. And then we've also got the Draft of Living Death as well. It comes in a beautiful bottle. I've also drawn the label as well. But I thought I'd show you the bottle because I think the bottle is probably a little bit cooler. Yeah, Katie, share your other stories. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, Katie, share your other stories. I want to know more, says Shura Stoop. Dallas County Scratchers, hello to you. How you doing? And Kelly Duck. Yeah. Love a good ghost story, says Kaylee Christensen. Jack says, good. Your whole body heals. Yes, your whole body does heal when you level up. I definitely agree with that. Cool. So, yes, those are all the potions and stuff, like that one. The other thing I wanted to do today, I'm going to get rid of the background noise because I want to answer some questions. Now, there have been an awful lot of questions and there's been loads of chat in the chat thing, so I really appreciate that, and please do keep that coming because that's brilliant. That's really cool. But I'm also going to do some questions from human beings that have commented on my previous videos. So, ooh, pardon me. I have a doggy ghost story. Great, Kaylee! That's amazing. That's cool. I would really appreciate it if you could submit that onto my website. I'll see if I can bring this up. There we go. Website up here. Not that one. That's a Patreon one. But obviously, if you want to support me on Patreon, please do that. /Real World Magic. And also check out my website. Now, therealworldmagic.net, I actually do give away stuff, genuinely give away stuff. So if you're watching this and you haven't already subscribed to my mailing list, please do that because I'm going to be giving away stuff tomorrow. So all you have to do is just enter your email address at the bottom of the page, sign up and do all of that sort of stuff, become a subscriber, and then you get free stuff. What's not to like? It's totally free. I shall indeed. Yes, thank you. Cool. And I'll read that on my next live stream, so that'd be brilliant. Thank you for that. I'm going to give you a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do click the like button, subscribe, and all of that sort of stuff. Right, cool. Let's go on to the comments. So, I wanted to do this a long time ago, but my mother-in-law, Lynn Kirby, said that I should be engaging more with my viewers. So hello to you. Thank you very much for watching. And if you comment on any of my other videos, not necessarily the live ones, but I'll take a clip of it, I'll put it up here, and then I'll answer your questions publicly, as well as probably just write as well, because I always answer every single question. So the main one today, or at least the first one today, hey, so I wanted to know, could you teach me how to move stuff with my mind or control fire? I would love it. Okay, you're leaving? Who's leaving? Okay, I don't know what that's all about. So yes, so can we control stuff with our minds and control fire? I would say that there isn't any evidence that you can't. However, it's never been proven that anyone is able to. There have been quite a few different attempts to do it, and James Randi, famous skeptic, I think he's now dead unfortunately, actually put up a £1 million prize. Initially I think it was about a couple of $100,000, but he actually put up $1 million eventually, and said if anyone can prove the existence of ESP, telepathy, psychokinesis, telekinesis, pyrokinesis, aquakinesis, which is water, or anything that is unusually, I guess, paranormal, the existence of the paranormal, then he would give $1 million. Has anyone claimed it? No. Has anyone tried? Yes, an awful lot of them have. So James Randi took them into various places to test whether or not they were able to do it, and only after rigorous testing would he say yes or no. There were people who made pages turn over just by thinking and sort of moving their hands. It turns out that they were able to direct a very, very thin jet of air from between their teeth. And the way that James Randi proved that was to put talcum powder and feathers all around and on top of the book and see if it moved, and it did. And so that then proved that the guy was a fraudster. I've done telekinesis, I did it for fun. Okay, I'd love to see a video of that, that'd be cool. If you could tag me in it, that'd be amazing as well, or you can submit it on my website. Who disliked? Oh, someone disliked. Boo! Oh well, I don't mind. I'm really fine with that. With regard to controlling fire, there is also a practice where you sit in front of a flame and you just concentrate on making that flame flicker. I might do that on another video, that might be quite cool. But as far as I know, no one's able to actually do it. But if you're able to do it, please do let me know. Okay, next one. Been on Earth years, aliens, wish they would show themselves. Yeah, so this one is in response to my aliens are real and I can prove it video. I think that aliens have been around for a long time. If you think I'm nutty, that's fine, but there's an awful lot of evidence, and actually there is a Fox News alert about that fairly soon as well, so you might want to have a look at that. Do your own independent research with all this stuff. Don't take my word for it, but I think aliens are real, and also I think there's an overwhelming amount of evidence right now that the government knows about it. Various different governments, whether it be the Americans or the UK government. So I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but seriously, do your own research on this. Just type in Canadian Defence Secretary aliens. Just type in that, and you'll find it. Type in Fox News report aliens. Spacecraft not made on the Earth, you can type that in as well. Loads of stuff like this. There's a whole load of verifiable stuff, even from the BBC, very, very well respected news organisation. There's loads of stuff like that. So yeah. Dang it, someone unsubscribed to me. Ah, dang it. Yeah. Jax, live long and prosper. That's right, that's Jelly Duck. Yeah, well. We're not the only ones here, says Dallas County Scratchers. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't think that we are alone. And I don't think, not only are we not alone in the universe, I also don't think we're alone on the Earth. But there we are. Now this one's quite a big one from Lovely Summer. Sorry, I didn't give a shout out to any of these people. So Sammy Vlogs was the first one. The second one was Adrian Bacellini. I think I've pronounced that right. And we've got Lovely Summer, which I think is a lovely YouTube name actually. I've always wanted to fly. Is that possible? Now I'm going to try to do this in chunks. I did cover is it possible to fly in another video, so I'm not really going to answer that other than to say highly unlikely, except in possibly the astral plane. So no, you can't break the laws of physics, so no, I would say that's probably impossible. I also wanted to have ice powers or water powers. You'll love this because it gets weird in a minute. And I've always wanted to freeze a drink and freeze my bath water. Why would you want to do that? When you freeze bath water, not only is it going to be really cold, you're also going to be trapped. And potentially, with the expansion of the ice, you could either break your bathtub, which is very likely, or crush yourself, even if it were possible. And frankly, it isn't, unless you use liquid nitrogen, which will probably cause frostbite before it does anything. The other thing is, I'm going to show you, hopefully I can show you this. This is where you put liquid nitrogen into a swimming pool. Now it looks really cool, it looks like you're diving into a cloud. The only problem is that when liquid nitrogen becomes not liquid nitrogen, I mean, first of all, when it's liquid nitrogen, it's cold, so it makes the pool colder, demonstrably colder, but also the nitrogen becomes nitrogen. So liquid nitrogen becomes gaseous nitrogen, which then displaces the oxygen. If anyone can see where I'm going with this, I don't know whether it was this actual picture of this actual party, but someone dumped a huge amount of liquid nitrogen into a pool to cause this groovy little dry ice effect all over the top of the pool, where I think 4 people died. They effectively drowned in the air because there wasn't any air. And doing it in a swimming pool is incredibly dangerous. So don't do that. I know it looks cool. I totally get it, and I'm all one for dry ice effects and liquid nitrogen and all of that sort of stuff. Don't do it. So, okay, that's my buzzkill out the way. So they want to freeze their bath water. Okay, they're that kind of person who takes cold baths. Does the cold bath affect your powers? What powers? I don't know. Or is it something good for you to help? I'm not really sure. Does it help you? I think that's kind of what they're getting at. I want to be able to control my powers, but it takes a while. I've never actually been able to fly, and it would be my dream. I think it would be everyone's dream. Certainly when I was a kid, I wanted to fly so much. I would wish for it every birthday. I would try and do everything I could. And one of the main drivers for that is because I was able to fly in my dreams sometimes, and I absolutely loved those dreams. And I still do, on the very rare, very, very rare occasion now that I dream. If I'm flying in my dream, it's like the best night's sleep I've ever had. It's amazing. So what I would say is forget physically flying, except for airplanes and things like that. I'm really sweating here. Although it's quite cold here, me wearing this cloak is very warm. So I would forget about physically flying, and I think I'd focus more on dream flying. And you can do that through something called lucid dreaming. So there's a whole load of stuff about lucid dreaming. So have a look at that. It's where you can control your dreams, and if you can control your dreams, you'll be doing really well. And you'll be able to fly, you'll be able to have the best night's sleep ever, you'll wake up, you'll feel amazing, your whole life will get better. There really isn't a downside to lucid dreaming. It's really cool. I've done it several times. It's not one of those things that you can just do, and there are lots of gadgets that you can get that flash lights into your eyes to sort of induce that sort of state. I don't know how effective they are realistically, but they use something called hemisync technology, where 2 sides of the brain link up. And I did a PhD about all of that sort of stuff, and we actually had an iLab that had hemisync technology. Fun fact, I'll get rid of this for a second. Fun fact, during the time that I actually did this this iLab stuff back at university when I was doing my PhD, I actually hypnotised quite a large group of people using the hemisync technology and different coloured lights and all that sort of thing, and hypnotic language. You can actually hypnotise people just by talking to them, and they just fall into almost like a catatonic state. It's really cool, highly suggestive, and then kind of leads on to maybe my next question. Oh no, not that one. Or that one. Where is it? No, not that one. This one. Can you teach people? Can you teach us to control people and what they do? Yes, I absolutely can. The answer to that one, though, is why would you want to control people? And I always do this as a bit of a litmus test to see whether or not these people are nefarious or not. By which I mean, are you kind of dodgy and you want to get away with stealing stuff or having power over other people? Because that's not cool. But on the other hand, there are some pretty cool things that you can do with psychology. I once gave a lecture at Exeter University during my PhD. Again, I was asked to go up there and lecture, and I taught people how to mirror other people. So drink at the same rate, blink at the same rate, breathe, move your body, and all of that sort of thing, so that you can actually gain rapport with people at such a deep level that if you accidentally look like you're spilling your drink, they will spill theirs, and they don't even know why. They don't even know that they're talking to you or that they're in any kind of rapport state with you. And you can do that across huge distances as long as they can see you. So this is a really cool state where, yes, you can definitely influence people. You can get them to do exactly what you want. If you had one of these people constantly mirroring other people in a bar, for example, and that was their full-time job to mirror people, you would be able to sell more beer because you'd be able to speed up the rate of people drinking. And I've done it, I've proven it, and I've done it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times at various different lectures in various different countries. It's a very cool effect, and if anyone wants to see that as well, put it in the comments, and I will do a video doing exactly that. I might not be able to do it during lockdown, but I think it would be really cool. There's no lucid nightmares. You know what? That's not true. However, if you were to have a lucid nightmare, the chances are that you would go, oh, okay, it's not scary anymore. It would then stop being a nightmare. So you're kind of right. Have you ever hypnotised one of your subscribers, said Chivalrous Tube? No, I don't think so. I have used some hypnotic language before. On the word magic video, I actually talk through some of how to do this. I actually watched it. It's absolutely insane. Lol at Chivalrous Tube. What was that? David Dubrovnik did that to his pool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. And I watched a couple of things just before going live. So yeah, people do. If you haven't already watched the word magic video, definitely do have a look at that. There's a whole load of stuff about how to have control over other people, so I'm going to get rid of that one and move on to the next one. Can you tell us spells to become a mermaid? Unfortunately not, and I was very kind, I hope, to these people. I keep on doing this. Right, Sammy Vlogs, can you teach us how to control people? Sammy Vlogs, thank you very much for your question. Give yourself a Blue Peter badge or something, I don't know. So, Unicorn Cookie Mermaid, I love that name as well, that's cool. Some of you guys are really creative with some of your names as well. I just go for Real World Magic, whatever. Real World Magic, can you tell us spells to become a mermaid? Unfortunately not really. Now this one, it was quite a cute one, and I think I've also, no, is it that one? Yeah, it might be this one. Now I've had quite a few about the mermaid, and I'm just also going to show off this one, which is a poster about a mermaid, funnily enough. I sell this on my website, so please do check out my Etsy shop, and it's behind that comment, so, you know, whatever. So, yes, I'll see if I can get rid of that one, and then put this one back. So, yeah, have a look on my website, patreon.com/realworldmagic. Oh, there is an Etsy link over in the chat as well. That's very good of me, isn't it? So, yeah, can I become a mermaid, or can you become a mermaid? No, I don't think you can, to be honest. It's just not possible. It's just not physically possible. I don't know whether anyone else disagrees with me. If they do, that's absolutely fine. But no, I don't think mermaids necessarily exist. I don't necessarily think they don't exist. After all, the giant squid and the colossal squid only fairly recently discovered. So whether or not mermaids are real, I doubt it personally, but it might be true. Faith Evans, yeah. So, can you tell us some spells to become a mermaid? Sorry, no, I can't. Where's that gone? There we go. I have also an incident that I was in a swimming pool. If anyone know that swimming pool where some dishes, probably fishes, I think that's what they mean. Also very small fishes where I was going, all the fishes come, I was playing with them, and suddenly I was circle in the hands in the water, and the fishes also circle in my hands. And I have that incident many times. So I searched this, and now I'm feeling like a mermaid because I love fish and water and swimming, and I have 48 awards of only swimming, and I'm only the age of 11. Well, firstly, massive kudos for having 48 awards in swimming. That's fantastic. However, I think moving in circles, the fish are going to feel the vibrations of the water and feel the movement of the water and the displacement that you've made in the water, and they will potentially follow that. So that's a bit of an explanation as to what's going on there. If it feels magical, awesome, I'm glad for that, but it may not necessarily be magic. Now, I'm just dismissing a lot of magic stuff today, I guess, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm right. So if you disagree with me, cool, let me know. You still need to watch that mermaid documentary. You know what, Kaylee Christensen? I definitely do need to watch that documentary because I haven't yet. Lucid dreamers have had sleep paralysis. I think that's what you mean. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. But everyone has sleep paralysis. That's why you don't get up and walk when you're asleep. Those people who do not have sleep paralysis have something wrong with them. So if you get up and walk, sleepwalking, that is a problem. Remember when you hypnotised me? I do actually, Laura. So I hypnotised Laura, I'm hoping it's okay to say this, to have more confidence during interviews, and she actually got the next interview, which was really cool. And you felt very confident about it, so that was good. So yeah, I definitely think that hypnosis definitely does work, and I lost a huge amount of weight after hypnotising myself, that sort of thing. That video is actually on the channel, so if you want to find out how to lose weight using hypnosis, then do that. Yeah, Laura got the job, so that's awesome. Well done to her. Well done to me, obviously. Yes, well done to her. So hypnosis does work. I think it just unlocks the power of the brain, and it unlocks the power of the unconscious mind. So the unconscious mind handles things like blink rates, breathing rates, sweating, all of that sort of stuff. It's handled by the unconscious. It's not necessarily just the brain either. It's the whole mind. It's the whole body. It's everything. And your unconscious mind relaxes everything in order to have a suggestion come in that you can choose to accept or not. The other thing with hypnosis that a lot of people don't realise is that the person who's actually doing the hypnosis is the person who's being hypnotised. So I'll say that again because I kind of lost breath. The person who's doing the hypnosis is the person who is being hypnotised. The hypnotist only guides them in and helps them, but they are the one hypnotising themselves every time, regardless. So if I say, put your hand out like this, everyone do that right now, please. Please do that right now. Participate. And then close your hand very, very slowly. I'm not going to hypnotise you, just close your hand. Now, if you've done that and you've actually followed those instructions, putting your hand out and then closing your hand, who did that? It wasn't me. I helped you, but you did it. And you chose to or not. Now, if you didn't choose to, that's absolutely fine as well, because it's your free will, and I'm not going to mess with that. So that's basically how hypnosis works. It's very, very straightforward. I work Ministry of Health in Kuwait when I got the job. Cool. Is it I work or it worked? Jelly Duck, please confirm. To learn hypnosis, look at the hypnosis blueprint. No, sorry, I don't agree with that. I think the hypnosis blueprint is not necessarily the best way of doing it. If you want to learn it properly, go to Hypnosis for Change by Carol Schaudaker and... oh, what's the other one? Anyway, yeah, it's called Hypnosis for Change. It's a book and it's really, really good. The Hypnosis Blueprint has a lot of stage magic stuff in it, which is quite good. But the handshake interrupt induction in particular. Yeah, I should also point out I'm a qualified hypnotherapist with the American Board of Hypnotherapy, so I do know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily go for the Hypnosis Blueprint. Yeah, I know it's a very popular thing, and a lot of people do rate it. But personally, I don't. I think there's an awful lot of show stuff, and some of it will work anyway because those people are on stage. But if it's a one-on-one, it probably won't, and it's a much better idea to get properly informed consent rather than just going up to someone, putting your hand on their head and saying sleep, because most people will punch you if you do that in the street. Having said that, actually, no, this is an interesting one. Is this real or fake? No, it's real. In, I think it was Romania, there were a whole series of bank robberies called the hypnosis robberies. It's a genuine thing. Have a look at hypnosis robberies. I don't know whether it is Romania, so you might have to double check that. But they did have a whole series of robberies where people would go in, hypnotise the bank tellers, who would then give a huge amount of money to the hypnotists. And they would just do it by asking. Now that's real skill. If you can get away with that, that's really cool. And I don't know whether they actually got away with it. I never really followed up on it, but this was many, many years ago now. So that's cool. Hypnotise me to be a billionaire. I'm not quite sure that's how it works. To do magic, you should use the KI ball, kinetic ball. Is that like the zombie ball? I don't know what that means. If you're new to magic, learn how to do the KI ball. Don't know what that means. I'll split 50-50 with you, Laura. I need to go. Oh man, Jelly Duck, thanks ever so much for watching, dude. I really appreciate it. And catch you later. Hopefully you'll be back again. That'd be cool. We do have an unboxing, so if you want to hang around for that, it's here. I'm just saying. It's going to happen like right now. I've been waffling for far too long, so I'm going to go back to the main screen now, and I'm going to do an unboxing, which is going to be really cool. It is going to be awesome because I know what's in here. So yes, let's do that now, shall we? Should we put on some music? No. Ooh. Right, so let's get open, get my thingy tool. We don't have any magic news today, so I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I know. So let's crack open into this box. What do you think it is, guys? What do you reckon? Don't panic about my address. I've actually blacked it out. Yeah, see, I'm very prepared today. So what do you reckon this is? It's pretty big. But then, if you saw the last one, that was absolutely enormous. I should look at the KI ball. I don't know what it is. I've been doing magic for, what, 21 years now? And I have no idea what the KI ball is. So, yeah, I'll have a look at that. It might well be the zombie ball, in which case that's pretty basic. But, I don't know. Maybe you're calling it something different. Okay, let's get into this thing, shall we? Whoa. I probably should have had a proper knife, but this seems to be doing the job, so that's good. So, it's a mermaid. Is it a mermaid? I don't know. I mean, Chivalrous Tube was the one who sent it to me. If he says it's a mermaid, I'll believe him. A giant sorting frog. You know what? I know Janet Gent loved that video, and you should so make them because they were lovely, very yummy. And full kudos, by the way, to Kaylee Christensen, whose idea I kind of stole. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Kaylee. I'm not really sorry, actually. It was a great idea, and I loved it. So, what do you think is in this box? Here it is. Here it is. One final look before you say what it is. A Tesla. I wish. I want a Tesla. I really do want a Tesla, actually. But no, it is another box like this one. And also lots of packaging, which is going to come in handy for when I send out my potions. So this one is another box from Harry Potter. Whose wand do you think this is? This is obviously a wand, obviously. So, whose wand do you think this one is? What do you reckon? Whose is it? I know whose it is. I'm not going to say whose it is just yet. I do have a sort of knife. There it is. I'm trying to be quite careful that I'm not showing whose it is just yet, because I want you guys to guess. Umbridge, says Chivalrous Tube. You little tease, you know who it is. You're the only person who does. Except for me. Because you sent it. So no, it's not Umbridge. Umbridge is here. This is the unofficial wand from wish.com. It's actually not as bad as I originally thought it was. I gave it a pretty dreadful review because I thought it was supposed to be McGonagall's, but they did get the order wrong. It was supposed to be McGonagall's, but it's actually quite... Instead of being a dreadful McGonagall, it's actually quite a good Umbridge. Not brilliant, but it's quite good. But the fact that it's not McGonagall at all, that's what made it a bad wand. So I'm going to slide this one out gently, which obviously you can't see anyway. It's got the Harry Potter thing on this one as well, which is cool. And I'm going to be very careful not to show the front sticker, which does actually say who this one is, because this one's a character wand. And what that means is, ooh, almost, it's white on the inside, it's very nice. And it's got a little bit of foam. Again, you probably can't see that terribly well, but there it is. Now the thing about the character wands is that it has one of these. Not your favourite wand, but your favourite character. It's a good character. I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favourite character, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favourite wand, but it's certainly a very, very good one. Now, I'm going to be a real tease, actually. It comes with a name clip, which I know you guys can't see, and I will turn it around in a second. But I think this is a really cool wand because it's not a straight one, it's a bendy one. And it's a very distinctive one, so if you know your wands at all, you should definitely be able to pick this one up. Cedric Diggory, says Laura Trigger. Who do you reckon, Kaylee Christensen? I bet you know instantly who this is. Yay! It is Slughorn! It is. It's Professor Horace Slughorn. So, yeah, you can tell this because it's kind of got sluggy antenna at the end, and it's got like slime trail down it. So it was almost like this was made for him. I know that the wand chooses the wizard, but come on, who else would you make this for? Come on, Ollivander. You obviously knew you were going to flog this. So, yeah, this is Horace Slughorn's wand. It's absolutely lovely. It's really thin at this point. I'm not going to push down on it too hard, but it does actually bend, and I reckon if I push down on that a little bit harder, it would probably either bend or snap. So I'm not going to do that. But it is definitely a very cool wand, and I really do like it. It's got like a metal effect here on the handle. It is definitely only metal effect paint, but that's okay because it's going to be at a distance in the wand box that came last time, so that'd be cool. Also, I'm going to clip this one onto the display, so it will join its brothers and sisters, and it will join Ginny Weasley. It will join Fleur Delacour, and yeah, so that is the sticker that says Professor Hor. I guess you probably couldn't have seen that anyway. Maybe I was being a bit too overzealous, but that's going to go up on my shelf with the rest of the wand boxes, and this one is going to go inside. Oh, blimey, I'm hiccuping like crazy. And this one is going to go inside the wand display with that little name tag, so that's going to be really cool. So again, thank you ever so much to Chivalrous Tube for that. Again, I really, really do appreciate it. Wonderful patron, big shout out to him, and also please do check him out on YouTube. So actually, Shivy, if you could put your link down there, that'd be cool. I got a new one today and I'm unboxing that tomorrow. Excited. Yes, Kaylee Christensen has a Harry Potter channel, and it's a really cool channel. You really do need to check it out. It is brilliant. I probably also will parody it at some point. Just full disclosure there, Kaylee, you're going to have to watch out for that because I've got quite a lot of stuff actually. And it's not just going to be you, it's going to be a whole load of other YouTubers that I'm just going to be ripping. So that'd be cool. So yes, thank you ever so much to Chivalrous Tube. Big shout out to Jacob Billett as well, who's a big supporter of this channel. And hello to Mike Holland as well. I don't want to forget you, obviously. So thanks ever so much to my patrons. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you ever so much for that. Right, I think that's pretty much it. Whew, that was quite an epic one today, wasn't it? And we had quite a lot of people as well. There's 41 people playing it back right now. That's cool. 3 people active on the chat, typing stuff right now. That's brilliant. 9 concurrent viewers. Awesome for that as well. And you're watching it for a pretty decent amount of time. Cool. Cast Wingardium Leviosa. Why? I actually might. You know what? One of these days I might do a real wizard casty spelly thing. Let's see if I could work out how to do that. That'd be brilliant. But yeah, this is great. It's for like picking your teeth and stuff. So I can see why Slughorn likes it. Expelliarmus. Yeah, so awesome. No, it's a really, really cool wand. There is also going to be another wand unboxing pretty soon. I'm not quite sure when that's going to arrive. But as soon as it does, I will do another live stream and get that cracking on. So that'd be awesome. Don't pick... I wasn't really picking... It was at least that far away. It was at least that far away. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Please do click that like button, subscribe for more of this sort of stuff, ding that bell button to be notified of future uploads, and I will see thee again very, very soon. We've got a whole load of really cool stuff coming up as well. I actually interviewed Matt from the Cauldron yesterday, and he showed me around his workshop. There was a little bit of a problem with the sound, so I don't know whether I'm going to have to do the whole thing again. Hopefully not. If Matt, you're watching, really sorry. Maybe we're going to have to do something again. Or maybe I could just do some really weird voiceover, which might be quite funny. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Please do like it and all of that sort of stuff. Share it with your friends. If anyone you think would like it, please do tell them about this channel. Please do also check out my Patreon above. There's a whole load of really cool benefits that you get for a very, very small amount every month, less than your Netflix subscription, and you get a whole load of really cool stuff like this and like this, and there's tons of stuff, honestly. And I'm also trying to build as much as I possibly can. The more people that head on over to Patreon, the more stuff I can give you for free, because it'll be more cost effective for me to do it. So also sign up at realworldmagic.net for free stuff that I'm going to be giving out tomorrow to everyone, regardless, for free. As long as you're on my mailing list, you will get it. That's pretty much it. Wow. Cool. I think we're over. Thanks ever so much again. I'm going to go. Until next time, as always, stay magical.
Stay magical.